What's up, traders? Welcome back to another day trading recap video. It's Thursday, June 23rd, and I got a topic I want to talk to you about today because in the Discord, we were following the FOMO train, and that is BHAT, and then a little bit of PEV as well. Those are the two tickers I want to talk about today, but specifically the setup of VWAP Breakout. It's one of my favorite, and today I did not trade it, but I want to use the ticker BHAT as a perfect example. So let's go ahead and go over to, what should we go to first? Well, I'll quickly share what I'm up on today, and boom, there we have it. I'm up $600 today. Not really the biggest day or anything, but hey, you know what? Yesterday, I tripped over myself pretty hard. And as you guys saw, I had a $1,200 red day yesterday, which was not really that great, put me a little bit into the hole. Overall this month, June, I've been doing pretty good. So this was like one of my bigger red days I've had like of the year. Quite unnecessary, I gotta say too, because as you saw with the running P&L, I was green and then I got in a red state of mind, and I just put myself into an unnecessary hole. I was like, I should stop trading, and then I continued trading basically nothing. Today, it was just shaky out there. There wasn't a lot of opportunities until PEV came up. That's what got me green. Then I walked away, and then BHAT popped up, and wow, I could have traded that one a lot more. So I think I ended the day a little bit too soon today. But I think I was a little bit traumatized with, my trading the day before, and I think that's why I did it. So I'm up $603 today. Total winner 75%. So that's pretty nice, 15 exactly. And yeah, that's pretty much it. My average win here isn't really that great. I really just had one good win today, and luckily it was on decent size. It wasn't on massive size, but my biggest win today right here, if we just zoom into it, where is it hiding? And it was right near the end. Yeah, right here, 4% up, and then a $1,200 or $12,000 position size. So average cost today, average position cost around $6,000. So I used $6,000 to basically make $600, which is about a 10% profit margin based on my average position size. And that's more or less a green day, a pretty solid green day in my books. Now, I do want to increase my position size a little bit more. I did have a few trades, I just didn't get my entries. So like I got a few shares that were executed, but then the ticker went without me. So that always reduces my average. But overall, I'm in the right direction, and I was really patient today. I was waiting for that really good setup to size in, and we only got like a few opportunities, so I think that's why my average size today is a little bit lower. So it's not bothering me that much. But overall, whenever I trade 7 tickers, it's usually not a good sign. That's usually too many tickers to be trading, and that's ultimately what happened today, where I was just trading too many tickers. I probably wasn't as patient as I should have been because VEDU and CNSP were really unnecessary losses. But let's start with PEV, and then we'll talk about BHAT, which has had the most beautiful VWAP breakout ever. Well, it's a little choppy, but it was like exactly what we're looking for. I mean, like statistically, it hit every nail. PEV, let's go to this one first. Definitely worth talking about. The flushes on PEV are just devastating. And you want to be very careful with a ticker that already had one flush. All you have to do is look to your left and you'll see another flush here. And that's usually a big warning sign that you might want to walk away. And that's exactly what I did. I walked away after I saw this flush. I was like, I don't want to be part of that. So yeah, this ticker popped up a little bit out of nowhere around 840. Yesterday was big winner. I didn't trade it yesterday. We were already done trading around 10. And this one really popped up and I was like, okay. But yeah, nice little front side here. I was starting to get aggressive a little bit on this front side, but never really as much as I probably should have been. And then I traded this range here for no reason. I lost like $200-300 off the highs on some of these trades. And then the market opened on PEV. And this is really where it got a little bit more interesting. I did a little bit of a market open trade, which I rarely do. But then it popped up here. And I got a little bit more aggressive. You can see with my size here, this was like a pretty decent little $200 or $150 winner. And then we had a pullback here. And this is where I did the same size as before. First, I was long like 10,000 or 1,000 shares. It pulled back a little bit more, but overall, the volume was very low on this break at the 9 EMA. So I was like, this could just be a really good bull flag, maybe a little bit of a bear trap, or bear trap right here. So I sized in again, getting to my ideal average over $10,000. I actually wanted to size in a little bit more. I wanted like a $20,000 position. It popped up. I held this whole candle, and then I started selling here into this the next candle green. So that was actually a really good trade. I'm pretty happy about that. It did put me, back in the green because I was I was kind of struggling here pretty much for 2.5 hours till that trade. And then I was looking around. I was like, maybe I should trade something. I started, thinking about documenting my trades a little bit, and then BHAT popped up, and I didn't trade it. I was already not really doing that well on this ticker. I was up $100. It was a little bit shaky here pre-market. You guys could see on the 5-minute, or even the 1-minute, you can see here it just wasn't really that nice. This ticker is more or less trending below VWAP. It's not really a place you want to be. But right here in this area, when it broke VWAP, then it became into play. So let's just zoom in on this ticker a little bit more right here. This was beautiful. It makes me so excited, but at the same time, so upset that I didn't trade it. And I said this in the Discord, guys. Next time, what we got to do is basically just put down everything we're doing and trade when a ticker breaks with over 500 shares being traded per minute on the 1-minute chart. And it breaks VWAP and actually holds. And this is a big 5-minute breakout. You always want to look for a 5-minute breakout with a 1-minute pullback. Those are like my favorite entries. It had that, retested VWAP with big volume, still holding really nicely here with huge support at 124. This is multi-day support right in this area. We retested that, and then we just started crawling higher and higher. Another 5-minute breakout. I could have traded this 1-minute pullback. Crawled again, could have traded this 90 EMA, could have traded this 90 EMA, could have traded this 90 EMA. Eventually I would have had a loss, which is fine. On a front side momentum trading strategy, your last trade is often red, which is totally fine because you don't want to guess how long the ticker is going to move to the front side. Sometimes when it gets extended, like in this area, obviously easy to talk about in hindsight, but in this area it's definitely extended. Why? Because we had a bit of a blow off top here. There is we just broke a huge resistance zone of 1.7, so you think there's a lot of upside potential, right? But at the same time, volume is fading here, so that does not breed confidence. So you want to be a little bit careful. Basically, it's not an A+ setup anymore, and whenever it's not an A+ setup, you could still trade it. I like to trade it because if I don't, I usually regret that I don't and have FOMO and then trade something even worse later on. But to manage your risk, just size down. So that's all you could do here in this area, just size down. Now, really, again, just look at this BHAT breakout and be like, when I see something like that, this is really when I want to start getting aggressive. I know I sure do. I'm a little bit upset that I didn't trade it myself, but it is what it is. Are we going to see these tickers, BHAT and PEV, tomorrow? I have no idea. That's not really my strategy. I like to focus on the intraday momentum. Maybe we will. If I do look for stuff like that, I look for past performance. How does it usually hold on a high relative volume breakout like we're seeing here, very high relative volume? Well, honestly, we haven't really seen that. Well, okay, reverse split. So this company is doing dilution. So if we just scroll back here, you'll see high volume moves as well. But yeah, you always want to look to the left. That's like the easiest thing you can do, and it's quite reliable. Based on all these other tickers, and actually, yeah, with PEV, similar situation. I mean, right now it had an all-time high today. It really needs to hold this area well, and then there's a good chance for us to see this one again. I'm pretty sure we probably will, but I'm not going to hold it overnight or anything like that. In regards to these other tickers, I mean, I'll just go through them very quickly. BOXD, not really that exciting. Never was able to break back above VWAP, so kind of tough. I traded a little bit in this area. My trades aren't popping up. SMFL, I think this was like a super sub-dollar. I really don't like trading these sub-dollars. They just don't make me that excited. But look at this. VWAP breakout here. Volume, okay. Like actually one of the highest of the day. Here, big 5-minute move. This was a little bit sketchier because, that 5-minute move is literally at VWAP, has that micro 1-minute pullback with a little bit more red volume here. So this one's not nearly as clean as BHAT was, but then it had that big pop. So being a trader, you don't want to have a bunch of trades. I have a video where I basically looked through my stats for the year, and I was like, let me just delete doing all the stuff that's not working, and I become a better trader for it. So sometimes all you need is one strategy. For me, it's riding the front side when the price is over VWAP on the 5-minute, or just VWAP in general, when it's over the 9 EMA on the 5-minute and over the 1-minute, over the 1-minute 9 EMA as well. I like to ride that front side as long as possible, like we talked about just now with BHAT. But those VWAP breakouts, those breakouts over VWAP, those are really great entry points to start riding that front side. So I love it. To me, they're kind of the same thing because they're ultimately both front side moves. So let's see, BBIG, let's go to this one really quick. Yeah, it looks disgusting all over the place. In the morning, there was a little bit of action here. but it wasn't really able to move the needle for me. CNSP, this one was kind of annoying. I just jumped into this one a little bit blindly here, gave back, and this ticker has been, trending below VWAP ever since. VEDU, let's check out this one really fast. Yeah, same situation, just not really that exciting of a ticker here. Big flush after the market opened. I don't know, never got that exciting. Let's look at this VWAP. Here try to break VWAP and then it flushed really heavy. Notice how the volume wasn't nearly as nice, and I already had that flush earlier. Remember, like I said, look to your left. Did a ticker flush before? You want to be very careful about flushy tickers. They often do tend to repeat themselves. Now it's trying again for a VWAP breakout. This one looks a little bit better, but again, because of these two flushes, I would be a little bit more nervous to trade something like that. That was VEDU. Yeah, sweet. So that's going to wrap it up. Actually, one last thing here. We have a new moderator in the Discord, the Trade Journal Discord, Jim Bean. Or I always say Bean, but it's actually Jim B is his username, and Bean is not his last name, but I don't know. In my head, I always say Jim Bean. Anyway, you guys will see him in the Discord community. If you're not in it yet, definitely consider stopping by. You can find the link below this video or on tradejournal.co in the footer. I'll see you guys then first thing tomorrow morning. Like always, guys, stay safe and make some awesome trades. Ciao, ciao.